Hi, I'm Hayley Jones and welcome to my video series on how to create your best year yet for 2019. Now this is part one, how to get started. Now what I would like you to do is to use the Wellbeing Wheel or the Wellbeing Scorecard. So with this video there is a downloadable worksheet that you can use to get started. Now on that sheet you will see the Wellbeing Wheel or Scorecard. Basically they're the same principle. You can choose how you want to score and rate your areas of satisfaction when it comes to your well-being. So we're going to use this as a guide to help us get clear on where we currently feel satisfied and unsatisfied in our life. And what you can do then is use the results and the actions that I'm going to talk about to help you start taking incremental steps to increase your level of satisfaction throughout the year. So this isn't necessarily a goal setting exercise, it's more about identifying what you can do now to start increasing your level of satisfaction gradually throughout the year. Now what you want to do then is to download the worksheet and get a pen or a pencil. And you're going to just spend a few minutes looking at the Wellbeing Wheel or Wellbeing Scorecard and identify the categories that come up there. So we have creativity and hobbies, for example, on there. What you're going to do is use the scoring system 0 to 10, 0 being no satisfaction or completely unsatisfied in that area of your life at the moment, to 10 being extremely satisfied, I couldn't get any happier with that part of my life. So it could be hobbies and creativity, and you feel that, you know what, in that area of my life, satisfaction, I'm probably 5 out of 10. So on the wheel you would mark halfway on the line. So in the center is 0 and 10 is on the outside of the circle. So you'd put a 5, a little score there for 5, or you would use the scorecard and just check the box where it says 5. And you would do that for each of the categories within the Wellbeing Wheel. At the end, it will be very clear which areas of your well-being have a lower score, which means that you feel less satisfied in those areas. And these are the ones that you can start working towards improving your levels of satisfaction throughout the year. And by the end of the year, you're going to feel so much better than what you did at the end of this year. So we do want to focus on incremental steps. So once you've done your scoring for each category, you're going to focus on just taking one action to increase that score by 1. So I mentioned creativities and hobbies. Say you scored 5 out of 10 for that. You would then say, right, what's one thing I can start doing now on a consistent basis that will help me increase that score from a 5 to 6 out of 10? What would be the action or the behavior that you would need to start implementing now? And you write that down. And you can do that for all of the categories in your Wellbeing Wheel, or you can choose perhaps your 3 priorities for the start of the year. And that is where you start. You start by actioning what you've wrote down. Once you feel that you've got that in place in your life and you are starting to feel, actually, yeah, I am actually now a 6 out of 10 in that area of my life, you then identify an action that you can then take to make it 7 out of 10. And this is how we gradually just increase our satisfaction overall. And when I say satisfaction, I do actually mean happiness as well. Like satisfaction is usually, our happiness is rated in levels of satisfaction. So it will make you feel happier overall. Okay, then what you do is you, throughout the year, go back to this Wellbeing Wheel. So give yourself, say, 90 days. It's a good time frame to start working on those maybe top 3 priorities, and then revisit the wheel and score yourself again. And at those 90 days, you can decide whether you still need to work on those 3 priorities you've originally chosen, or perhaps you're feeling so much better in those areas that you're able to choose different ones that have lower scores. Because throughout the year, your circle is going to change and we're going to have different priorities. So it's okay to perhaps say, right, I feel like I've worked on this for this start of the year, I need to now focus on this. So it could be maybe moving your priority to finance instead of creativity and hobbies, for example. Maybe that scored 3 out of 10 and it's time to now be like, right, I'm going to focus on increasing that at least to a 5 in the next 90 days. and you work on those actions that you identify along the way before you move on to the next action, and then again in 90 days you can revisit the wheel and do it again. So it's a continual process, but it really works. I use this activity with all of my clients and I use it with myself as well. You will be surprised in 90 days how that score will change. You're not ever trying to get 10 out of 10. That's never going to happen because life is just so unpredictable and our priorities change all the time. However, you will feel so much more satisfied and fulfilled and be living more in line with what is important to you because you're able to prioritize by identifying what needs some attention right now in the moment. Okay, I would love to see what you're working on. If you'd like to share your well-being wheel or your scores with me and your actions to get some accountability, feel free to do so, and I look forward to hearing your feedback. Speak soon.